Hey guys, so I did another 3 looks, 1 palette, and I used probably my favorite palette at the moment. This is the Natasha Denona Glam palette, and I'm loving this palette. It is by far just such a neutral, easy, cool, warm tone palette. Like you just have everything you need in it. So I just love this palette. It's perfect. I just love it. I love it so much. And so I wore this makeup today, and I'm truly loving this look. And it's such a palette that's just so easy. Like it tells you, you know, where to put everything, and it's just one of those palettes that's just easy. And so if it's something you've considered getting, I say go for it. But if you're on the fence and you just want to see, you know, what kind of looks can you create and you know whatnot, let me help you with that, because I did 3 looks out of this palette in addition to the original look that I did when I got the palette. So I'll link that video in this either down in the description or it'll pop up at the top here. But I'm so excited to share with you the 3 looks that I did, so let's get to it. Guys, I just want to let you know these shades are in their original spots. I have not moved them. I took the blend shade to blend through my crease from outer to inner corner. Then I took the transition shade and I blended out the blend shade that I just laid down. Then I took the outer eyelid shade from the bottom left of the palette and I put that in the outer corner of my eye. I also took and put that in the inner corner, and this is because I'm doing a halo eye look. I went back to the blend shade just to blend out the edges. You guys know I love to blend. Then I took the center eyelid shade from the bottom left, and I put that right next to the outer eyelid shade that I laid down, both in the outer corner and inner corner of my eye. Then I took the center eyelid shade to the right of the outer eyelid shade, and I just put that in the center of my lid. I went back to the corner center eyelid shade, and I just blended out the other center eyelid shade. Same thing with the outer eyelid shade, and then I took the blend shade just to blend out the edges. Also took the transition shade to blend out the edges of the blend shade. Then I just grabbed a makeup wipe to clean up the mess I made. For primer, I used my Primed and Peachy primer. I used the Peach Perfect foundation. I used the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. For setting powder, I used the Peach Perfect setting powder. I used the Milani bronzer, the Morphe blush palette. I used 5 of those shades. Then I used the Wonder Beauty highlighter, the Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid liner, the Milk CEO liner, and the L'Oreal Air Volume mascara. I also used my Spice Petal lipstick from Flower Beauty. I went back to that outer eyelid shade and I took it on the bottom lash line on the outer and inner corners as well. I took the corner center eyelid shade and laid that right next to the outer eyelid shade that I just put on that lash line. And the other center eyelid shade went in the center of the bottom lash line. I replicated what I did on the top. Then I took my Wonder Beauty highlighter and I highlighted the brow bone. Not sure what I was staring at there. After I highlighted my brow bone, I got that inner corner. Back to mascara. I'm loving this mascara, by the way. and we're finished. Next, I started with the crease shade, and I put that all through the crease. And I did try to concentrate it on that outer corner so that that would be where the most of my color was going to be. Next, I took the transition shade. I like to do this just to blend out the edges. Then I'll go down to the outer eyelid shade over to the bottom right, and I put that in my outer corner. I'm going into the middle row all the way to the right. This is the center eyelid shade, and I'm putting this on my center eyelid. Then I went back to my outer eyelid shade and just blended next to that one. Then I took the inner corner shade right next to the center eyelid shade that I used, and I put that in the inner corner. Back to center eyelid, I went to blend. Then back to outer eyelid to blend yet again. I went back to the crease shade to blend out the edges so there's no harsh lines. And also I went back to the transition shade to blow out the crease. Cleaned up my mess. I forgot to share my products, but I will at the end. I took the lash line shade and I put that on my bottom lash line. Then I took the crease shade and I just blended out that lash line. I got my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter to highlight the brow bone and of course the inner corner. And then my Benefit Roller Lash is what I used for mascara that day. So that was what I used for my bottom lashes as well. All finished. I forgot to show you my products that I used. This is the It Bye Bye Foundation, the Pretty Fresh Concealer, the Wet n Wild Pressed Powder, the e.l.f. Bronzer, the Master Chrome Highlighter, the e.l.f. Size Duo, the Mary Kay Liquid Eyeliner, the Benefit Roller Lash, and Mary Kay Lipstick in Rosewood. My last and probably favorite eye look that I did, I took the blend shade and I put that through the crease. I love this warm brown shade. Again, I concentrated most of the color to the outer corner. I just like how this looks, and this is what I've been doing for my crease. I took the outer eyelid shade in the top left and I put that in my outer corner. And I took the center eyelid shade in the top left and I put that on the rest of the lid, all over, everywhere. I went back to the outer eyelid shade just to blend those two colors together. Then I used the lash line shade and that went on the bottom lash line and also on the top. I created a wing liner out of the lash line shade. This is a good technique for someone who is new to wing liner, just to kind of get a template drawn out. Then I went in with the pencil brush, nothing on the brush, and just smoked that lash line. Then I took the blend shade and I did go to the bottom lash line and smoke that out with the same pencil brush. I have experienced fallout with these shades, so on this day, since I did my foundation first, I just cleaned it up with the sponge that I used for foundation. Then I used my Colourpop cream gel liner and Exit to line my waterline. Then I took my Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara for my lashes. All done. I use the Smashbox Super Light Primer, the Haley's Beauty Foundation, the Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer, the e.l.f. Matte Setting Powder, the Revlon Skin Lights Bronzer, the e.l.f. Size Duo, the Exit Liner, the Mary Kay Mascara, and the lip gloss from Mary Kay as well. Third look complete. So this is the look I created today. I did come home and reapply my lip gloss before starting this video. So that's why it looks fresh. I love this lip gloss though. I wear it constantly. In case you guys didn't realize that from the videos that I do and that I use it in, I truly do like use this lip gloss, all the different shades all the time. But anyway, back to the palette. I love this look I created today. I think that this might be my favorite out of the 3 looks that I just did, because it's just an easy look. It's just, number one, this is probably my favorite shade in the whole palette. This center eyelid shade right here. I think that's probably my favorite shade in the whole palette, just because I'm a sucker for pink. I just love it. And of course it went with my shirt. But I just love the look that I created. I love the smudged line that I did instead of like a regular liner. I loved having that. The lash line shade is absolutely amazing. It's incredible. There are just so many good colors in this palette. Like, you cannot go wrong with it no matter what you do. So you can see that this was a totally easy look to create. And even when I had fallout under my eye, you can put some setting powder underneath your eye and just take care of the fallout, and it'll just sweep away so easy. It won't get on your skin. However, if you did it the way I did it, just using your sponge just to kind of clean up, I mean, there's no remnants that I see from the fallout. And the only reason I had fallout for most of these shades is because I do with that, especially that lash line shade, I pack it on there, so there's quite a bit of product on the brush when I'm putting it on there. So, but I think that's why there was the fallout from that. But regardless of fallout, like, it doesn't matter. This is amazing shadows. So if you're looking for something that could give you like one swipe coverage, like, here you go. Okay, I did 5 different ones. I just think that this is amazing. They're just so beautiful. Let me show you. I did it with the wrong hand. Here's just one swipe. And look at that color. Look at that pigment. Look at just, I mean, there's still a little bit on my fingers even. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. And I just love, there's nothing better to me than these tones, like these neutral tones, but yet then you still have the shimmer shades that give you that oomph that you're looking for. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you want my opinion, it's definitely worth it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the looks I created. Again, if you've got critiques or you want to give me feedback as far as what looks you think I should have done in place of the ones I did, I'm all ears. I'm ready and willing to listen. One more thing I wanted to point out, and I didn't, is when you put a shimmer shade on a more mature lid, like I have wrinkled lids, when you put that shade on a more mature lid, you can sometimes see the texture of the lid a lot, and it really, it's just very visible. That's all I know to say. It's just very visible. With these shimmer shades, there's none of that. Like, I feel like it looks as smooth as if I had a matte shade on there. And I love wearing shimmer shades. Like, they are my bread and butter. So to find some that make it look so nice. Of course, I'm trying to, you know, with my eye creams and all that kind of stuff, to take care of the wrinkles and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's a soft skin. Any kind of pull, tug, anything like that's going to create wrinkles. is part of life, you know? So it's just nice to know that there's a good formula that's gonna not accentuate those wrinkles. That's the word I was looking for, accentuate. So if you're thinking about getting this palette, I think you should. If you don't have the finances to, then don't stress yourself about it. But if this is something that you've been considering, I think it's definitely worth your money. Or try one of her little 5-pan palettes. I think they're like $25. They're amazing. Her shadows are amazing. I've never tried one of the 5-pan, so I can't tell from experience about those particularly. But I think that it's definitely worth every penny. She has some amazing shadows. So thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate you so very much. You don't know how much you guys mean to me, just watching my videos and giving me feedback, and you know, just thank you. I appreciate it. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you would, but no pressure. It just helps me out if you do. So thank you guys again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.